there's a concern that in 2020 that Donald Trump's been so good for the media, objectively, in terms of ratings and stuff, that some in the media, it will never be hosts like yourself or progressive hosts, but the executives. That's really, so I want to make it clear, that's what we're talking about. Yeah. We'll try to give Trump, not frame the coverage to be more positive, but to give him more media coverage, to give him more time. Are there lessons from 2016? Is that a false understanding of our point? Are we just looking for someone to blame? Or do you think there's a role the media played in 2016 and lessons for 2020?
Yeah, there are lessons. I mean, I think some of the lessons have been learned. Like, I think the clearest example is taking Trump rallies, which this network and other took a ton of in 2015, 2016, and we just don't take them now. We also will cut away from him. I mean, the problem is he's the president of the United States, and generally it's newsworthy when the president speaks on things, particularly if he's making news, which he always is. Sure. The problem is anytime you put a camera on him, he lies. And we even have the problem not taking like live things. We have even started doing a thing where we don't play big chunks of sound of his because you can't find a 20 seconds that doesn't have something that's not a lie or factually wrong. It's very hard because he will go on these, right. You know, the way that he talks is so discursive and all over the place. So we have taken to just quoting him. Like, I'll read quotes of his or characterizing what he says just because you really have to be intentional about how much you are amplifying things that he's saying that are wrong. I'll give you one example. It's a tiny one, but it drives me insane. The president has said hundreds of times, says all the time when he's listing his accomplishments. We did this. I got Veterans Choice done. Everyone wanted Veterans Choice for years. I finally got it done. Veterans Choice was signed in 2015. I covered the signing of it. And that's one of those lies that, like, even if you're playing Some Other by the Sound and you don't come out of it to be like, actually Veterans Choice was signed by Barack Obama, you've just amplified this seemingly kind of innocuous but really insidious lie.